Well, we just got back from the market. Yeah, I'm haggard, man. See, when I go to the market, I don't, I just down as I possibly can get for a couple of reasons, but one of the major reasons is because of the panhandlers. They can spot somebody with money a mile away. I'm telling you. The professionals. But see, the funny thing is, according to Philippine law it's not illegal to panhandle. It's illegal to give them money. You know that? It's illegal for any normal human being walking the streets of the Philippines to give a panhandler money. I guess the government or whatever figured out that the panhandler ain't got no money to pay no fine. But the person giving the money is most likely got the money to pay the fine. How much is the fine? I have no idea. I mean, there's rare occasions when I do get, and it's not at the market, I won't know. But there's been places where I see like a woman, and I'll give them a couple pesos, but sometimes you just get tired. And you can say whatever you want, man. Sometimes you just get so tired of it, don't you?
If they're suddenly.
Yeah, they're touching on you, they're grabbing you, and you know what the really funny thing? No, it ain't funny. It's really sad. It's okay. Today is Monday, the 5th. Okay, it's when we were there. It was what 7? Let's just say 7 o'clock in the morning. Okay, the kids have school today. And the people that are panhandling are kids, and they're like 9, 10, 11, 12 years old. Why ain't they getting an education?
I don't know if they are studying or not.
Yeah, studying how to panhandle. Come on, let's be realistic about it. Studying to be a panhandler. Now, we're not putting on PNP, man. They do what they can. Because you ever notice when the PNP is at the market, they're nowhere to be seen. They're not around. But as soon as PNP leaves, boom. So there's got to be somebody watching, I know it sounds like, dude, you're putting too much into it. But I also been told by a lot of people here is that you gotta watch what you do and don't give them money. The reason why is because they're tied in with something bigger. Okay, you gotta watch yourself, man. You gotta watch yourself. They're tied in with something bigger. What? I don't know. Well, actually, I know, but I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say. And like I said, when PNP's around at the market, they're nowhere to be found. I mean, PNP's doing a good job, but you can only do so much, And they got bigger fish to fry. Yeah, they got kids, man. They're like 6.
Around 2 to 3 years old.
Yeah, walking around panhandling, and you can spot them out. You can spot them a mile away because they all dress the same way. They always got like flowery or very brightly designed clothes on. Rags. They're not nice clothes. They're rags. And they always got something on their head. You ever notice that? Most of them always got something, some type of whatever covering their head. I don't know what the deal with that is. But you can't blame the PNP, man. They do what they can. But when they're not around, then people are out in full force. And the problem I have with them is they get very, very aggressive. Very aggressive. They just don't leave you alone. Especially like myself, I stick out like a sore thumb there. And they think, that's why I dress down, man. Maybe they'll think, he ain't got no money. It doesn't work half the time. But also, when you go to the market, okay, we went to somebody, I'm not going to say what they were selling. Okay, first time we went to these people today. Usually I go, what we were buying, I don't want to say, man, okay, but it has to do with something with the sea. That's what I'm going to say. I was watching them, and it's the first time Miles ever went to them. And Miles was getting some of that product, and I saw Lay's hand, and her finger was pressing down on the scale. And then she noticed that I was watching, she took her hand away real fast. So, you know, you gotta watch these vendors. The vendors that we normally go to, the chicken, the pork, and the vegetables, and the fruit, they're good people, man. They're good people. It's the first time we went to this one. We'll never go back again. We'll never go to them. We'll go somewhere else. The guy we normally go to, the one at the last stall, he's not here. Where's he at? I think he's in the States, right?
Big guy,
Yeah.
he went to Canada.
Yeah, the only reason I go to him is because the very first one, Miles, either you were sick or just after your surgery. I can't remember what the deal was. Alright. Miles wanted some fish, and I said, okay, and I went to the market by myself. And I said, what do you want? What do you want? I think it was tilapia, right? I think it was tilapia. Well, anyway. And the gentleman's stall was on my right, and there was another stall on my left. Well, I went to the one on my left, and I guess they were trying to pull some bullshit, okay, with me. And he, huh?
The lady's her son.
Yeah. No, not the lady on the left. That was somebody else. Okay, I don't want to confuse this, okay? And she was trying to pull some bullshit with me, and he came up and he got into a shit about it and told them. And then he told me, he looked me straight and says, they're trying to rip you off. I was like, oh, thanks. And I went to that guy. And I also gave him, I forget if it was 100 or 50 peso tip because he did a really good, he cleaned everything up for me, he sliced it, he gutted it, everything. And that's all I went to after that, man, because he proved himself to be an honest person, you know? And that's one of my key things, man. If you're honest, I'll come to you all the time. You try to rip me off, I'm done with you. Don't even talk to me anymore. Don't even talk to me. That's just the way I am. And you think I'm wrong, I don't care. I don't care. But, and also, when we were leaving, and it's about the panhandlers, when we were leaving, there was a group of them blocking the exit, just being stupid, all right? And Miles almost tripped because she had to go around, because they wouldn't move. Had to go around them, and she almost tripped. And Miles said something to him, and the kids started mouthing off to her. Okay, but at the same time, when Miles was trying to trip, that same kid was trying to reach into her bag and grab something. That's what they were trying to do, get a congestion going on where they can grab shit. And he started saying it, and Miles said she had no idea what this kid was saying. In other words, he didn't speak Ilocano, he spoke a totally different dialect. So that tells us they're not even from this area, okay? They're from somewhere else. They come in here in the morning to panhandle. You know? They probably do the circuit. In other words, they start all the way south, which is here. This is the most southern region of, southern end of Ilocos Norte, and they probably work their way north. Because usually here Mondays is market day, and then maybe Tuesday will be somewhere else, you know, through the week. So that's what they probably do. They probably go on the big market days, you know, to get the panhandle. Well, I told him, I looked at him and I said, I had no idea what he was saying, but by his tone, he was being disrespectful to Miles. Now here, okay, you really can't do anything. Physically, you really can't do anything. Your ass will end up in jail. But you could say something verbally, and they can't say nothing to you. And I told him, I could give it that rat's ass if you could understand me. And I said, you better watch your mouth. I don't know what he was saying. Miles had no idea what he was saying, but his tone, you know what I mean? That little shit tone. You know, and I told him, I said, if you try to steal from me again, I'm going to break your freaking hand. Because I saw him, and I don't care what anybody says, I saw his hand go in that bag. And that's when he saw it, and that's when I started saying something to him, you know. Because Miles can handle herself. Believe me, Miles can handle herself. But when somebody tries to steal, I'll break your freaking hand. I don't care who you are, you know. So, like I said, man, you just gotta watch yourself, you know. I'm not saying like I said, they're not from here. They're from, I don't have no
I
idea.
said they are Bajau, but
Bachao. What's Bachao?
Bajau, I don't know what it is. And they are, looks like Muslim.
Muslims? Well, we don't know that for a fact. But I have nothing against Muslim people, man. But yeah, you gotta watch yourself. I dress down. You can, you know, this is what I wear. You know, yeah, I look haggard now because it was hot in there, and then, but I don't get dressed up, man. I don't become a target because even though I am a target because I'm the only white guy, foreigner in the market, I don't want them thinking, oh, that guy's got money. That's because I'm telling you, they get it's so aggressive, man. So aggressive, don't they? They pull on you, and then if you get one a peso. Next thing you know, you got 5, 10 of them around you grabbing at you. So, you know, it's how you want to play things, and how you might. Some of you might think, oh, I can handle it, you know, whatever. Remember, man, you're the foreigner. So if anything goes down, they'll be looking at you, not them, you, because you're the foreigner. And don't tell me it don't happen, you know. They'll take their word over yours. That's all I'm trying to say. We got any shout outs today? Oh, here we go. Aussie Pinoy. There's just a heart. So yeah, the Aussie Panay, P-I-N-A-Y, Panay.
Pinoy. Pinay.
Panay. Journey home. Hey, how you doing, man? They send me a heart. Then we have like I said, Jan not asleep. I like that. That's original. Have a great day. It has rained here again all day. Yeah, it's been raining here on and off, man. Usually a little bit in the morning, and then a little bit in the evening. So that's fine with me. You know. But other than that, how much you spend today?
Almost 3,000.
3,000 pesos. I'll put out how much that is. Man, I'll tell you right now. 3,000 pesos. No, why did I? 3,000 pesos. $53.55 for the week. That's USD.
That is okay. Is
That's
that
for the week?
Yeah.
That's fine. I know people in the States are paying a lot more than that, a lot more. But everything's okay, right?
It's the one we bought today is more than enough. We cannot finish in a week.
Yeah, we got a lot of pork today. We get ribs too, didn't we? Yeah, we got some ribs.
For smoke.
Maybe tomorrow you can marinate them, or start today, or whatever you want to.
I should marinate them.
You got
Not
barbecue stuff? You got barbecue stuff for it? The seasoning?
The powder.
Oh yeah, the rub will work. Yeah, I know. A lot of people say, "Why are you talking about the panelers, man? You just gotta be aware, man." Like I said, Badak is a great town, and these people are not even from this town, and people are tired of them. They're tired of them. I'm just curious why they're not in school. None of them are over the age of 11, 12 years old. I don't care what anybody says. No, but see, you can't video them. Okay, by law, I can't video them because they're children. I can't do it. Or even part of me won't do it because they're children, man. And you got some really sick people out there that have comments about children. But, yeah, legally I can't video them.
Their mother is following them.
10, 11 kids?
Yes, when they are at the corner, at the exit,
Mm-hmm.
it look like familiar. That lady is familiar.
I didn't notice that. I just noticed the kid trying to steal from me. I just noticed the kid that was trying to. That's who when he was reaching into your bag. That's when I said something to him.
Two ladies.
You know, I understand people have it hard, man, but you don't go around stealing. I don't care who you are, and I don't care if you, well, they're hungry, but then you ask, hey,
Ah, you need to work.
Well, 11, 12-year-old kids can't work. Well, legally they can't work, okay?
Can work.
No, they need to go to school so they can work when they graduate.
They're not going to school.
I know they're not going to school. And I know it's none of my business, well, no, it's none of our business, but I don't know how a parent could let their children go out and panhandle and not having to go to school.
Every day they are begging.
And the Philippine government is against that 100,000,000%, aren't they?
Every day begging.
Kids not going to school. They're
So-
against it, so it's not, I mean, yeah, every country has a government, but you know, you can't control the people 100% of the time. You know, people are going to do what they want to do. So I'm not trying to down the Philippine government. It's out of their control. You can't control people 24/7. Or you say that's a dictatorship.
I heard from someone that she met two teenagers. She asked them why, if they want to work as a helper.
Who? Who asked?
Same, a woman. I don't need to tell them. No need to tell them.
Oh, you know, and you ain't dropping names, just giving a story. That's
Yeah.
fine. That's fine. You gotta watch what
And-
you say on YouTube.
Yeah.
Man.
And the reason of these two teenagers is much better to us begging to beg. It's much better begging money than to work.
Yeah, because they ain't got. I mean, they set their own hours. A lot of people panhandling is a career for them. A lot of. Well, how about that? We had a woman here. Okay, old lady used to panhandle. She wasn't from this area because she used to take the bus.
Yeah.
And when you seen her walking around the market, she was in rags. She was in rags, man. You look at her like a man. But one time we got the bus, and she got on the bus the same time we did. And I looked at her, and I just like, oh, she's working her route. Lo and behold, a while later, maybe not even a half hour, a woman walks by me, and I look at her, she's in nice clothes, nice shoes, and all of a sudden I looked at her face, and I was like, son of a bitch! It was the woman! And she was walking to, and the guy told me, I looked at her, one of the, what do they call them, the guys that take some money, conductor on the bus.
Conductor.
Okay, they call him conductors, the one that collects the fees. He told me that was, he goes, that's her house. This house was nice. That was her career, panhandling. I was like, son of a bitch. She had nice clothes, nice shoes, a nice bag. And I was thinking, I said, she must have went all the way to the back of the bus and kind of slid in where, you couldn't see her because she's a short woman. And she changed somehow. I was like, son of a bitch. I haven't seen her in a while. So I don't know what happened. Maybe she got chased out of the dock, or I don't know. I don't know what happened. I haven't seen her for
Move to other
quite a
place.
while. But yeah, she moved on to bigger and better places. Because I think people in Badak were catching on to her. I really do. I think they were catching on to her game. Yeah, it's sad, man, when people got to do that. But, the only thing that bothers me, like I say, kids, man. Kids that should be in school and they're out there hustling. Like I say, I always thought they weren't from this area, and Miles proved it today. She says, I had no idea what they were saying. Their dialect. And she told me, what did you say it was?
Bajau or
Bajau?
Muslim.
Huh?
Bajau,
Bajau.
or Muslim.
Yeah. So, beware, man. Don't feel like you have to. If you like I said, these kids are tied into something bigger. Okay, that's all I gotta say. And I was warned, man. Don't give to them, but don't get into all the cases with them because you'll suffer the repercussions. I'm talking about physical. Don't touch them. Just tell them no. If they keep on grabbing on it, you pull away. And if you see a PNP go like this, that kid will take off. That kid will take off, right? And like I said, PNP is doing everything they can here. But when they're not around, the panhandlers are out in full force. But when PNP's in the market, you don't see them at all.
Yeah.
You got any other things to say? No? Alright, man, I talk too much. You all be good to yourself.
Okay,
Be
now.
good to each other. And don't worry about the small stuff. Talk to you later. Bye for now.